Welcome to Tales Over Ales. What's Brewin? We're your hosts, Jill,
Jess,
Anthony,
Michaela.
During this podcast, we will be doing a power hour. So when you hear this sound, we will be doing a shot. Feel free to join us, but please do so responsibly. Tales Over Ales.
what's brewing?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And we back.
Welcome to our show. How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I'm digging it. So what's up, guys?
What's up?
Power hour time.
Whoop.
So I was thinking we probably should switch it up a little bit. We've been saying oi a lot, and I'm starting to hear phantom ois in my head. So why don't we do Anthony's idea, which was
so I downloaded a random word generator, and someone's going to pick a random number, and then I click it that many times, whatever word it lands on, that's our word for the episode. We're going to drink.
all right, Michaela. Why don't you pick a random number?
What is it, 1 through 10?
Yeah, anything.
Anything?
But not so high,
I
though.
don't,
We
'cause I have to click
we
it
only
each
have an hour.
time.
Fine.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
The word is chance.
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 All right.
So we have to say that.
Instead
You
of
say
oi,
chance
we say
every time
chance.
you drink.
Oh.
And then we drink. Interesting. See how this goes. Let's see who screws it up. We're so used to saying oi. It's gonna be weird. Whoever doesn't say chance and says oi this should be some sort of punishment.
You have to double drink.
Ooh, I like that. So today, Michaela gave in her 2 weeks notice at work.
Yes.
And it got me thinking about quitting your job. You know?
Yeah.
Like funny ways you have quit your job or heard someone quit their job or ways you wish you would quit your job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any stories to tell about this because I've been at my job for 17 years. And I've dreamt about quitting it. I don't know. I could probably 1,000,000 times. And I came up with different ways maybe that I do it.
I don't have any funny story either, because every time I think I quit my job twice. And both times I just stopped going.
That is awful.
I just stopped showing up. And then rejected their calls.
Oh my god.
That's awful. Oh my gosh. No, I can't. I've always been so professional. Only once when I was leaving Florida to come up to Pennsylvania, I was like, hey, I'll be back in 2 months. And then I just never came back.
Sorry, I'm in another state.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, what's that show? Half Baked? That movie, Half Baked? Where the guy is working, the Spanish guy, he's working at the burger place.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes over the intercom and he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool. Chance! I'm out.
I was going to say oi. I was going to.
I don't know. I've joked about quitting my job numerous times. In an office, it's kind of funny because you always think, I'm just going to go take a shit on the boss's desk.
Yeah.
And walk out. Oh, one guy, one time, quit. Someone at my job quit. And he quit when he waited for there to be a board meeting, for people to be out of, our investors out of state, traveled in, they were having this meeting. And he wrote out his letter of resignation. He went into the boardroom and he slams it down and he goes, I quit, asshole. And then he walked out. And then that day when his boss went to his car, there was dog shit rubbed all under the handle of the car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So.
Jess, you ever quit your job?
I'm the kind of person that likes to
Chance.
I also like to stay at my job for a very long time. I'm not a jumper. But if I were to, I think maybe I would get a sympathy card. And be like, sorry for your loss. And all this stuff, and then say, I quit.
That's a good one. That's a good way to do it.
That is.
I don't know how your head fits on here.
I know, seriously. Sorry for your loss of me.
That's actually really good. I
Sorry
should
if your
hand
company
that
goes under now.
to the other managers on my last day.
Yeah, send them a sympathy bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, for
To
sure.
the store.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Like black roses.
Or the roses all crumbled up in an envelope. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That is. That's, really
That's a good
funny.
answer. I like that.
Chance.
See, there are greeting cards for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you can like make your own greeting cards online now, and they'll print it out for you.
Really?
Yeah. You could put like your own photo, like a family photo, whatever photo you want, and then put whatever you're saying, and then like they'll print it out in a professional looking card and mail it to you.
Yeah,
I
have
never-
a picture of me on the front of the card. Deuces symbol.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'll never forget once I was like so mean to
Once?
like this friend for like a solid 2 weeks, like constant fighting, everything. And their favorite thing ever was a cookie cake. So one time I went to like this cookie cake place in the mall. And I was like, hey, I want the smallest one and I want you to write on it, sorry, I've been a bitch. And they just looked at me. And I was like, I don't know.
Sympathy cakes.
Yeah, so
That's
then I gave it to
interesting.
them and they were like, oh my gosh, this will make up for it, but thanks.
Chance.
I try though. At least I know when I am.
Well, you should have got the one size up cookie.
Yeah,
Maybe.
seriously.
Give me the smallest cookie you've got. I'm not,
Well,
you
I'm not that
Can
sorry.
you just write it on an Oreo?
Well, it was like the smallest cookie cake, so it was kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like a personal pizza from Pizza Hut.
I've never had one of those cookie cakes.
Me either.
So
Someone
good.
recently on TV, where was that? And I was like, oh, that's a cookie cake.
They're so good.
Schitt's Creek. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they are so good. My mom used to make them. Delicious.
How do you make blondies?
I don't know.
Blondies are the best thing ever. They're like
I've never
a
had one.
brownie chocolate chip cookie with stuff you put on top.
I've never had one, so I don't know.
Oh my god, please have one. Next time you go to a restaurant and you see blondie, be like, that's what I want.
I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant and I saw Blondie.
Oh, they have it sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's very
Mostly in like chain restaurants.
chance.
You got blondies.
It's very rare that like I'll go to a restaurant and order dessert at
Yeah.
a
Oh,
restaurant.
you're not doing it right then.
I don't know. He always just eats everything. So then when it's like dessert and I'm like, and he's like, no, I can't. Didn't we go to that one French restaurant and we got dessert? Yes.
That was different. That was a French restaurant.
Yes.
So you
and
have
the
to get their
portions
dessert.
The portions were also really
Yeah,
small.
you
So
And
got
I
like
was
a
like-
clam in red sauce and
Yeah.
cheese.
It's a French restaurant, so like you can't go to a French restaurant and not get pastries.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck it, our bill's already $500. What does it matter
At
now?
this point, we might as well not be hungry going home. We always do it where you either have, most of the time, we'll get an appetizer.
You have to get an
You
appetizer.
have to.
Yeah,
It's
'cause the
weird if you
food takes
don't.
forever.
Yeah, you have to. So you get an appetizer, then you have dinner. And then by the time dessert comes, it's only if we're celebrating something and we're being fancy. We're like, chance.
Chance.
Let's take a chance and get a dessert, and we'll split it. And that's
Oh my gosh, there she goes.
Nice segue.
it. But
I used to have a friend who, every time we went out, she would always order dessert first.
There you go. You never know when the world's gonna end.
Mm-hmm. She would always do that. I thought it was so weird, but kind of genius.
I don't know. I feel like dessert, the sweetness and stuff, it should
Yeah.
follow.
That's how you get sick and throw up.
She was a twig, like a twig.
Maybe she knows the secret.
Maybe
I'm gonna go on the dessert first diet.
Yeah.
Or maybe she
We should
needed
try it.
Yeah.
maybe she needed the sugar, like she was gonna pass out.
Maybe. I don't know.
Was she a diabetic?
Maybe she knew it was gonna come out really quick.
She was
And
Russian.
she just wanted something.
She was Russian. Russians do things like that.
Yeah, that was Russian for dessert.
Those
They were Russian for dessert. But then she, oh, folks, we're full of them tonight. We're full of them. We're here early. Trying to pour.
Chance.
Chance.
So, I have some questions for you guys. Here's the first one. What would be the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
Ooh, got it. Am I stopping them and saying something to them?
No, you're just passing, so it has to be a short something that you say.
You know what I've always wanted to do? In a crowded elevator?
What?
I know you all are wondering why I brought you here today.
What?
Wouldn't that be so creepy?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't get it. if
And then the
it's good.
elevator opens and Jigsaw just starts
Oh,
crawling.
God.
Yeah. If Chance.
Chance.
If you have like a weird porcelain doll on a tricycle, then yeah, that's creepy no matter
Then
what you
anything's
say.
creepy.
Anything you say.
You'd be like, candy.
You'd be like,
Then
happy,
here comes Jigsaw.
happy Thanksgiving. Like, no.
Exactly. I don't know. One time I was on Main Street in Stroudsburg, and this person didn't actually say anything to me, but I will never forget it. And if I ever saw this person again, I would recognize them right away. And this had to be like maybe 8 years ago or something. But walking up the block, as I was walking one way, he was walking like past me, and he was wearing this long black like leather Matrix jacket, and he had like the collar popped, and he's got sunglasses on, and he's walking, and he almost looked like he was out of the Matrix. Like he was just very odd, like he was off.
I know who you're talking about.
Do you?
I've seen them before on Main Street.
Oh, really? Still?
I mean, not
Oh.
recently, but
Well,
years
he
ago,
walked
yeah.
by and he zoned in on me, and he goes like this. Chance. He follows me with his eyes, and I look over at him and I give like a look like what, and he goes, he like pushes his arms back behind him and goes, ah, and as he does ah, he lets go of green glitter behind him. And then kept walking. It was the most bizarre thing. I got in the car and I was like, did I imagine that? That really just happened? That was the weirdest thing anyone's ever done passing by. When I spread this question, that's the first person I thought of. I was like, that was the weirdest thing. I told everybody about that for like weeks. I was like, what do you think it means? Was it for me? I don't know.
Sign?
This was very weird. Walking to my car. I don't know. Should I follow him? I don't know. I didn't know what to do. So,
oh my god.
That was very strange.
yeah. Or probably something, like they say, like if you get a random phone number that calls you to pick up and say, I hid the body. Chance. I hid the body. It's taken care of. Don't worry about it. They'd be like, what?
My dad used to help out at Anthony's sister's pizzeria, and if he knew the number that was calling, he would answer it, and he'd be like, China Wong. It was a pizzeria, but he made it sound like it was like a Chinese place.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like who does it? And I'll never forget one day, it was in the dead winter, and the snow was coming down. It was awful. And someone called and placed a delivery. And my dad literally said, if you're not driving here yourself, what would make you think my delivery driver is going to drive to your house? And Anthony was a delivery driver at the time.
That. I was the delivery driver.
Yeah, and then he hung up on him. And I was like, are you serious right now?
I always think about that, like when it's really bad out in the winter, I'll be like, let's just order. I'm not going to ShopRite. Chance. And then I think, I'm making this poor person go out and deliver something to me just because I don't want to go out because it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's what happened to me once when I wanted to order pizza. And Anthony was like, Michaela, we're not doing that because we don't want to drive. But I just want to give a shout out to my dad because he could have saved Anthony's life that night.
Let me tell you, as someone who used to deliver pizza, like your job is to deliver pizza.
Right, if you're open and that's
what
your
you're
job.
If it's like snowing outside and you're like, oh, I don't want to go, then like fine, just tip the guy. Like that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But if it's like real bad, where like they're shutting down the roads and like then like don't order.
Yeah.
But if it's just snowing, like that's what they do. That's their money.
Do you have any crazy delivery stories? You've seen any crazy things or?
I
Anthony,
don't remember. It was so long ago.
do you remember when you used to deliver to that house that had a tree house on the inside?
Chance.
Oh yeah. No, it was like
That had a what on the inside?
Had
okay, so
a
this
tree
house
on the inside.
It was really weird. So it had like a tree growing in the middle of the house. Like they built the house around the tree and never cut the tree down.
What?
Yeah. So and it was like a giant house. And then like it was built on like the side of like a mountain. So like their backyard was super steep. So coming out of their back deck, they had like a bridge that went across to like a tree fort in like a different tree across the yard. But it was like the bridge was like 20 feet in the air. And then like from that tree fort it went to another tree fort and then went to another tree fort and then went back to the other side of the house, like without you ever going outside.
That's
Oh my gosh,
crazy.
that's awesome.
Yeah. And I remember because they used to order pizza with seafood fried Diablo on it.
Wow.
Chance.
Chance.
It was the grossest pizza ever. It made my car stink.
Yeah, I'll never
But
forget.
they used to tip like $50 for pizza delivery.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. That was one of the numerous times my dad would have Anthony take me home while he was going on a delivery. My dad was like, "Oh, 20 minutes from our house? Yeah, take her home."
I used to deliver pizzas when I first moved up to Pennsylvania.
Really?
I was a pizza delivery girl.
For what?
It was, what was it? It was like Fabiano's Pizza or something. It was like some. It's not there anymore, but when I first moved up here, I didn't know any of the roads, and it's not like you like have
Had
phone
a
with
GPS,
GPS or a GPS in your car.
Yeah.
So I would just like.
Oh, you had one of those map books?
No, I just had. I like would ask on the phone, how do I get there from where I am? And they give me the directions, and I'll be like, okay. But I mean, I'll tell you, like every delivery I was late.
Yeah.
Because I would get lost. I was late.
Chance.
But the thing was, because I was a female delivering the pizza, they were so nice to me. Nobody yelled. I even got invited once in to have a slice of pizza, from a family. It was like parents and kids. They're like, come in. You must have been driving around for like 2 hours. I was like, yeah. I have. I'm so hungry. Your pizza smells so good, and I don't know my way. I'm new. They're like, sit down, dear. You want some water?
Isn't that when you busted your ass though, and the pizza was upside down, and then?
Oh yeah, that was another time. So it was during the winter, and it was like ice, and I pulled up to a parking lot, and I get out of the car with the pizza, and I'm like, this was an easy one. I knew right away where it was, and I'm like, I go to take a step, and my feet go completely out from underneath because it's all ice, and then I couldn't get up. And then the people whose pizza it was at the door of the building watching me, and they couldn't get to me to help me because of the ice. So there's just Chance. They're just standing there watching me as I'm trying to I just was like, at first I was trying to hold the pizza up, and then I was like, oh, fuck it, I just flipped it off. I'm pulling up on the car, my feet are going out. They're like, you almost got it. Don't worry about the pizza. I was like, so I'm pulling myself up, and I was like, you want your pizza still? Because I had it was upside down. I was like, you want me to kick it over to you, see if it gets that far? Because the ice was so bad. But I finally got it to them. They were so nice. They gave me $20 tip. They're like, we're so sorry. Are you okay? I was like, I don't know. I guess.
You know you could sue for that.
Yeah.
If it was on their property.
That's probably why. We're like, here's $20.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the pizza.
Yeah, seriously. That's
You know
exactly
what
why.
that reminds me of? Washington, D.C.
Oh my gosh. The most epic fall I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and I'm mad because I'd never seen it.
I wish I would have been videotaping it.
I wish you would have videotaped it.
Okay, so on our last day,
Chance.
So me and Anthony treated Jill and Jess to a Washington, D.C. weekend for their bachelorette before they got married. And...
Wait, then you didn't make them pay for that?
No.
I thought there was a Venmo.
Nah, that's part of the present.
Anyways.
Okay.
On our last day, we decided to rent these electric scooters, which turned out to be probably the best thing about that whole
We should
trip.
have done it the whole 2.5 days. We just should have scooted.
But we were so scared. We were like,
Oh,
we don't
you
want
guys
to
were
fall.
scared.
And then we got on it, and we were like, freedom!
Yeah. Best thing ever. No more walking miles every day.
Yeah.
So nice. So,
The weather was
Anthony-
beautiful,
yeah.
too.
perfect. Anthony was in the front. I was behind him. Then it was Jill. Then it was Jess. And Anthony...
No, I was definitely last, because I got to the scene of the crime.
Chance. So Anthony was in front of me, and I'm seeing him, swerve around all the sidewalks, being all cool, ducking, and I'm like...
And the people is going at the branches,
Yeah.
going around little 2-year-old toddlers.
And I'm like, man, if he can do that, I can do that. I'm younger than him,
Turns
let's
out she
do
can't
it.
do that.
Yeah, I cannot. And my scooter got stuck on a piece of grass that was sticking out, and I went flying.
Hold on a second. I was a little farther away from you from Jess, but there was no random piece of grass. You tried to go on the grass and then back off the grass, and that's pro level.
Yeah.
You were for day one scooter. You should not have done that. That was crazy. So if she just lost her balance, and then that was the best thing I've ever seen.
And all I remember Chance
was falling 3 times.
is just falling awful. And my neck was like on the curb and my head was in the road. And then I look over and I see these cars coming towards me. And I don't know what happened, but my adrenaline kicked in and I shot up, got back on the scooter, and I turned to look at Jill and Jess. And they're just staring at me.
Well, you know what that feeling was? It wasn't adrenaline, it was embarrassment. You're like, let me get the fuck up. I can't believe I did that. Because that fall was like, it was like a bouncing ball. How it bounces less each time, you know?
So she from on the curb to off the curb.
And then she was wearing these crazy patterned pants. So all I saw was I saw her go down, go off the curb, and then it was like her body folded the opposite way that was normal, and I just saw these crazy ass pant legs in the air, and then come back down. Now, my immediate reaction, I'm not gonna lie, was to bust out laughing. Like, it was Chance. But I pull up, and Jessica is just the sweetest person, because she like, you know, because it's a motorized scooter, so she hit the brake. And I could see by her, like, the way she was acting, that she was nervous. Like, she hit the brake, she goes over, she goes, oh my God, are you okay? And I come up behind her, like, I just threw my scooter. I was like, oh my God, you should have seen that from wide angle. It was crazy.
So I just like hop back up and Jess is like, are you okay? And I'm like, let's just go. Like, let's just go.
So we get back on, Jess looks at me, she's like, I don't think she blinked for like 30 seconds. And then Anthony was already at the car.
Yeah.
Packing up his shit. So we get over there, and remember how mad you were?
Yeah.
Anthony.
I was like, I literally almost died.
No.
Cars were gonna run over my freaking head, literally.
You see, I was in front, so I never seen you fall. And I was going because we parked our car and then put money in a parking meter, and the parking meter was going to expire. So I was like, oh, we have to go, Chance. We have to go back to the car and put money in before we get a ticket. So I was just going ahead. I didn't know, like, the greatest story ever was unfolding behind me.
What actually happened was that Michaela drove into the smoke that was left from the back of Anthony's tires, lost sight, and fell.
Yeah.
That was actually happened.
But did we get a ticket?
No, but Michaela's leg was like broken. Her elbow and her knee, she was tore up.
She was fine.
No, I was
we stopped and she's like, give this scooter to that stupid kid.
I was in so much pain. I remember like calling my mom and like telling her, and then she called me back after I told my sister. She's like, I didn't realize you literally almost died. And I'm like, yes, cars were literally coming for my head.
I don't think so.
Literally.
Okay. It's just funny because the fall was not proportionate to the vehicle she was riding. Like the scooter, you know what I mean? The fall was so epic, and you were on a scooter that's like 5 inches off the ground. Chance. But anyway, I'm thankful it happened. You survived. If you were seriously hurt, I would feel bad about laughing. But
but no, it was really funny, and thankfully I didn't feel it. Although the next day, my whole body was like, whoa, you haven't done a move like that in years.
Who knew you could bend like that, girl? Get it.
Yeah, so.
That was pretty awesome.
It was.
But that's like, you know, she was mad at Anthony. Because
Yeah,
Anthony was not there to save her. And I get it, because there are certain times that you just get mad at your spouse because they should have, right? They should have anticipated what was going to happen.
Exactly.
And been there to stop it. They're your spouse. They're supposed to take care of those things.
Yeah.
I get mad at Justin for ridiculous things sometimes. I just get angry.
Yeah, I just went over, like, I drove back to Anthony, and Anthony, Chance. It's just lighting a freaking cigarette as if I almost did not die. How would have you gotten
How could
home?
you be so casual?
I
almost
never
died.
seen you fall because I was ahead of you. Like I wasn't looking back as I was riding a scooter.
Out her arm.
Yeah,
what's that?
I lift up my leg, it's gushing
You
blood.
guys get frozen yogurt? But it's true, you just get mad. I'm trying to think of an example.
But like I was in front of you, so I didn't see it happen, and then like you get angry
I
at
know,
me
but it
because
was
like
still
I didn't
just
turn
like
around.
It was still that adrenaline wearing off me, and I was just like so upset that
You didn't ruin those pants, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
They're strong as crap
Because next time we
so good.
next time we go scooting, I would love you to wear those
Oh my
pants.
gosh. But
I'm just gonna have like a messenger bag on my side with twigs.
Oh
that I
my
toss
God.
out. I
Just
toss
throw
out
them
in
in
front of
your
her.
I'm convinced there is a video of me out there.
Yeah,
Someone
was,
had to have recorded Chance.
Someone was like taping Lincoln Memorial,
Had to
and
have.
then all of a sudden they see that bright
Yeah.
pattern. They're like, "Oh shit!" I just busted her
There
face.
is no way in this day and age that was not on video, and I would pay someone to send me that video.
You know what? We're gonna post a picture of the pants on our Facebook page because you can't miss them. If you have a video of these pants, please send it in. The pants in the air, okay? We gotta see it.
Jeez, that's like really loud.
Yeah, these are very loud.
I thought you were just making it extra loud, and I'm like, we get it. You're opening another drink.
Pay attention to me. No, it's just very loud. I don't know why. Mind your business. I don't know.
That's very weird. Anyways,
I miss scooting. I miss traveling.
I miss
I
traveling.
want to go somewhere with scooters.
Anywhere with scooters that anyone knows, tell us. As long as it's not in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I said I wanted to buy one.
Boy.
Like
No.
Double
Chance.
Double.
drink. I can't believe you said that. That's so funny. Do you like that watermelon kiwi?
No.
tastes like and it's
Tastes
the
like
one you
drinking
ate
chapstick. Anyway.
too. I think chapstick
Alright,
is delicious.
Do you guys ever think that
I used to know a kid who would lick chapstick. He would never put it on his lips. He would just lick it.
I used to just bite it out of the tube.
that's
Oh,
so
yeah, okay, you're worse.
Disgusting.
Do you guys ever, if you're wearing pants, right, like long pants, whatever, and get bug bites, and you're like, how did a bug really go up my pants and bite me and then come back out? Because I swear I have
Yeah,
like,
but I don't think they go up your pants. I think they bite you through the pants.
can they?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yes.
Oh.
No, I wear skinny jeans. So.
Because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have like,
Because they
Easily.
they make me skinny. It's in the name, right? It's gotta be true. It's gotta be true, right, guys?
Chance.
Right? Chance.
maybe buy your
Beautiful,
pants.
baby.
Well, yeah, I just feel like I have like 4 new bug bites, and I was just thinking that like they.
Well, were you wearing your loose hippie pants?
No, I was at work today, so I was wearing my dark blue slacks.
Slap. With the table. When I lean on my table, it sounds like a poops.
What?
A what?
Oh, poops. You guys don't know poops?
What
No.
is that?
You know, fanny burp. You know,
A fanny burp?
you know, a
Like
poops.
from a fanny pack?
Like a fart. A poops.
So a fart.
Yeah, a fart.
You just say
Who
fart.
calls farts a poops?
No, not poops.
Seriously.
Pups.
Pups?
Pups. A poops.
Is that British? That sounds.
I honestly don't know where. Someone used to say, I think it was my grandma used to say that. Oh, I pooped. She was British, so I guess she was kind of
Oh,
British.
see, there you go.
That's weird. This is like a drinking podcast, but you can't say fart.
Chance.
Chance. You had to think about that
That
before
too.
you did that.
I
I
did.
did
I
too.
was like, please say.
How long
what-
do you think until we know to say chance without second guessing it? Because I second guess.
But you have to
guess
remember.
Oh, you're
Every
still
time.
drinking. Who would have got me?
But you have to remember it's only for this episode because next episode
It will
we pick a
change.
different word.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're always gonna hesitate now.
You
I
know-
can't keep up.
No, just you.
This is a good segue. Speaking of pups,
Wait, what?
fart. What is the most embarrassing, most inappropriate place you farted?
Ice cream shop.
That's it.
That was a quick answer. Like it's been
Let me tell you.
haunting you for years.
Yes, we were in Vegas. We went to get frozen yogurt. In
From
Vegas,
Yo.
I don't know if you guys have
She
ever
knows.
been to
As soon as I
Vegas.
see ice cream shop, she knows the story.
You know we've been.
I
to
know you've been
Vegas.
to Vegas, but you guys know how hot that shit is, right? So you know that a frozen yogurt place, is it empty?
Hell no.
No, it's packed. It's
I'd be
packed
there every single
inside.
day.
It's packed outside.
Chance.
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 People are walking out.
Just
People
like
walking
right
in.
on your hand.
Whatever. So we go in. We get frozen yogurt. We come and sit. We finally find a table outside. We sit down, and she lets one rip. There's people around. So, and she looks surprised. She's got a spoon in her mouth. The frozen yogurt. She goes. I guess she expected it to be silent, and it wasn't silent. She's gonna go. Are you fucking kidding me? People were walking behind her, and then she starts to laugh, and then it's as she's laughing, and then she goes. She finally stops and calms down, and she goes, "Let's go." I was like, "Yeah, let's fucking go." I'm embarrassed as shit. Walk like 10 feet behind me, meet around me, go around the other side when we get the car. It was bad.
It's dairy, man. Dairy gets me every time.
It sounded
I'm
like
lactose intolerant.
you say that all the time, and yet all you eat is cheese.
And all I do is
And all I
ass
do is
and poop.
It sounded like when you were in school. I remember you would sit on those plastic chairs, and you know you fart was coming, and you're like, "Oh man, it's too far gone. It's gonna come out." So you would like try to hold it in. So you would hold the chair, and then it would come out and be like a slap.
None of
Never
this
happened
sounds
to you?
familiar to me at all.
No, I never hold my
Oh.
chair in my ass. But that's what it felt like because it was slapping my
Yeah, it
ass.
was
as
butt cheeks.
yeah, it kept slapping me back in my ass. That was horrible.
I don't know. I never hold my farts in.
You just let them
Nor
go.
do
No
I
matter where
find farting embarrassing.
What?
Like, I try not to fart, like, you know, like a restaurant or something, just not to be rude, but I don't find it embarrassing.
It took me a very long time.
But how's it embarrassing if literally every person does it?
Because
All
you
the
just
time.
don't want anyone to know that it's you.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's me.
Chance, guys. Chance. I don't know.
It took me a long time to blow ass in front of Joe.
First of all, she never would fart or go number 2 around me. So anytime, like in the beginning we were dating, and we would go away for weekends at a time, she would never do those things. And
You
then
would go out to a restaurant.
she would say, yeah, as soon as we went to a restaurant, I never understood. I thought maybe she was bulimic. You know, where she was throwing up after meals, because right away she would like take a bite of hot dog, put it down, like, bathroom, and she would run to the bathroom because she'd been holding her shit for 3 days.
It was so painful.
Yeah, so then when I moved in with her, she's like, can I just do it in front of you now? I was like, yeah, just let it go. And then I realized how much she actually farts and poops during the day. I was like, oh my god, you could have died on a weekend. Like, you were holding that shit in.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Oh my god,
Chance.
the same thing happened to us.
Don't even know.
Oh my god. Michaela farts so much all the time. I tell her all the time, I'm like, why can't we ever go back to when you used to not fart in front of me? Like, now it's ridiculous. Like, she holds the blanket over my head.
Oh, you
I
Dutch
do
oven.
not. No,
Dutch
I
oven.
do not. No, I do not. Listen, Anthony, every time he farts,
Yeah?
if we're laying in bed, if we're in the kitchen, I'll just look at him because it's disgusting, and he'll go, "You hear those ducks?"
There's some low-flying ducks in this apartment. That's the problem.
That's like when I wake up in the morning, and you know we're doing our morning cuddles because I have to leave to go to work, and she's cuddling me and she's all sweet, and then I hear just, the trumpets mean I'm awake.
Good morning!
Good morning! Good morning!
Oh my
Gosh, I need to start doing that.
That's
Chance.
That's classic. I wish I knew that before about you.
That was so. I almost died laughing. That was so funny. The trumpets.
There's like nothing worse than like late at night, you're both getting ready to go to bed, and like me and Anthony, we like go to bed together like at the same time. I enjoy like falling asleep with him, although he always falls asleep in less than a minute. But so it's just like that thing that we do, and there's nothing worse for me than like taking a shower, brushing my teeth, getting all ready for the night, climbing into bed, and then all of a sudden like just letting one out. And then it's just like mood's done. He's just like, really? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. You want me to have a stomach ache?
So let me ask you, how did you go from not farting in front of her to singing
making a
about
musical.
trumpets? Like, what was it like the first time you did
Chance.
that? Chance.
No, because when she moved in, it was like, I can't. There's no way.
She tried. She tried for a little bit. Then
escape,
she started to look
I
green.
couldn't.
I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? She's like, I really
I
have
was
to
just
fart
like,
for like
look,
5 days.
I have to do this. And then my morning routine is, hey, good morning!
The trumpets mean I'm awake.
Yeah.
It's a way to make it less awkward.
Yeah. It's to make it
good.
super, super duper awkward.
Sounds like it makes it more
gotta
That's
make
the way to do it.
You just gotta
Point
make it
out,
into a
frame
joke.
it,
and
sing
it in a
along to
song.
it.
Like, you gotta make it into a joke, or it has to be like a medical emergency. Like, I was like, hey, listen, I just got back from the hospital, so my stomach's acting real bad. So if you hear me do this or see me do this,
I apologize. Yeah. Well, she's like, is it time? You think we're at that level where I could do it in front of you? I was like, you fart in yours. Like, when she would go to sleep, she'd let loose. I thought she had, like, IBS. she thought she was holding it in, but as soon as she would fall asleep at night, chance. It would be like, it'd be against my back. It'd be like, I was like, it was like, getting hit with, like, paintballs.
And you would just let that go, right?
Yeah, I would never. So I was like, listen, you have any idea how many times you farted on me? Like, over the course of this dating? Just let it out. And then I regretted it.
Yeah.
I regretted that immediately.
Agreed.
Baby.
Anthony,
Well, you just do it all the time, though.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
It's the cheese.
It's just air, though. It's not like it's...
No, it actually...
Stinky air.
No, I'm going to be
From your
100% honest.
digestive
You know how
system.
people say I fart, but it doesn't stink?
That's not true.
No, people say that. Some people are like, well, mine never stink. She actually, hers has no odor.
I mean, some of them do, obviously.
I think you save those for the
But
bathroom.
most of that is just air. It just comes out.
That is so
But it's passing through your digestive system. Like, some of them have to stink.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
has to.
Yeah.
Chance.
Jill always gets the beer farts. Ugh, it's stinky.
Oh,
Like,
okay. All right.
smell like Staten.
We're playing Power Hour.
You just told the whole story about her farting with trumpets. She can talk
That's
about
cute. You're adorable.
You
Let's
get the
hear about
Staten
your
Island
farts.
fart.
Okay, stop. That's enough now. Staten Island. Don't talk about Staten Island.
like like your
People in
farts.
Staten Island.
That's where we
Yeah.
draw the line. I'll
Yeah.
talk about you farting all day long, but you bring up Staten Island farts,
Yeah,
that's it.
no, people from Staten Island, they're running and be like, we're not that bad.
Like your farts smell like Staten Island, because that's bad.
Yeah.
Anthony,
She has
see?
never been to Staten Island.
Really?
Have you been to Staten Island?
What?
No, one time.
Of course
What?
I have.
She doesn't know where it is.
I grew up in New York
Uh-huh.
City.
You've been to Staten Island.
Sitay.
If you grew up in New York, you have not been to Staten Island.
Yeah. What?
Hi.
I have, the only time I
That's
ever went
like
to Staten
the
Island was
armpit of
my
New York.
friend.
Yeah, nobody goes there because
what I said,
people,
you've never been
that's
there.
where your garbage
Chance.
goes.
You just make fun of people
It's
coming
a
across
whole-
the bridge. You're like, hey, turn it around, turn it around.
Yeah. Take that slow moving boat back to where it came
That's
from.
where your garbage goes.
Exactly.
Tales over ales. What's brewing?
Oh my gosh, this is how Jess is gonna be when she's older. You know that, right? When she's coming over,
Yeah. Push everything in the closet.
she's gonna be like, oh, these clothes don't fit in here. Oh, let me just move this out of the way, and then I'm just gonna put the clothes back in here, and I'm just gonna remember to put it back in there after they leave.
Are you gonna put plastic on your couch?
Are you kidding? Do you know what? Do you guys remember Vegas?
Yeah, do you
The
remember
plastic
she
on
had
the
plastic
chairs?
on chairs?
It wasn't until we moved here she allowed me to rip that plastic off the chairs.
And the plastic was already ripped.
Chance.
Chance.
That's what I didn't get. It was ripped and hanging off.
Yeah, I know. But she was still just like,
She's like,
keep
no,
it.
leave the plastic. Because it won't get stains like around the edges right there.
You gonna have one of those like separate rooms where no one's allowed to actually go?
I refuse.
Like my cow room. That's gonna be my cow room.
Oh yeah.
No one's gonna want to go in there because it's gonna be real dusty. Because she never fucking dusts those cows. We dusted it once we lived in Vegas. We've dusted it once since we've been here. Because it's a pain.
yeah, I bet.
That's a real pain. And I had to do it because I lost a bet. That took me like 3 hours.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did actually kind of. A little bit just because I didn't know how many cows there were there. Like, and I was
So you
looking at them and
counted?
I'm like, oh, no. I counted. When we moved from Vegas, she made me make a spreadsheet of them. So she knew which one I have a whole Excel document of the cows that we have. And then I had to pack them into individual boxes and then into a bigger chance.
I have
A bigger box.
I have every cow has its own box, so she's
And
doesn't
tags.
have-
She's like, don't lose the tags. I'm like, there's one crumpled in my hand. Well, I'll just put it back in there, I guess.
Oh my gosh, did you bubble wrap them and everything?
They were all in styrofoam.
So they all
and then
have
they
their
were-
own styrofoam. They fit perfectly in their box.
Oh, like you have the boxes that they came in when you bought
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to like do some Tetris shit and get it into a bigger box.
But you know what's funny? You know how we always say Jess and Anthony are the exact same person?
Mhm.
If Anthony had a collection like that, he would do the same exact thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he would do that with his cigars.
Well, and then she's like, well, I have to take good care of them and keep the box and tag because they'll be worth a lot of money. I said, oh, okay, so the plan is that eventually we're going to sell these. She goes, oh, no, I'm never going to sell them. I said, so what the fuck are we keeping these boxes for? You never get, every time we move. Okay.
There'll be hand-me-downs to your child and so forth.
Chance. Kids are expensive, so if some of those cows just go missing, don't worry about it. We're going to randomly sell.
Or around a college time,
Yeah.
10 of
If
them
there's a
missing,
whole shelf that's gone.
just know your child's going to college.
I have a spreadsheet of what I have, so.
No, I have the spreadsheet. I can very easily delete the row. Never was there.
It's messed up.
No, she's got like 130 of them or something like that.
But is there like a black market for these cows? Like, can you sell them?
Oh, yeah.
On eBay.
On eBay.
Yeah.
People sell them.
I never met anyone else who collected them.
Well,
Yeah, there's
You know those
a lot
like
of other weirdos.
antique shops you guys have out here? Like, what are they called?
consignment stores.
That's not the same
You
thing.
guys have out here?
What are those things called? Where we
Consignment. Chance.
they have like you go in these stores and there's fucking trinkets like wall to wall.
It's antique mall. Yeah.
Antique molds. Those things I look for. Actually, I enjoy going to them. They're actually pretty cool, but I always look for.
I was
cows.
gonna say pawn shops, but I know Vegas has pawn shops.
Yeah. Seriously. I mean, the cows wouldn't be so bad if that was like your only collection.
What else do you collect?
Stop. We don't have enough time. We don't
Bras that are
Monopoly
19 years
games.
old.
Exactly. Yeah, shot glasses, pint glasses, koozies,
Monopoly games.
Monopoly games. You collected the 50 states quarters.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Old McDonald's toys, old Beanie Babies. There's more.
No, McDonald's.
There's a lot more.
Beanie Babies are McDonald's toys. That goes into one.
Okay. She collects all her name tags she ever had from working in all different
I
places.
have all my McDonald's pins
Chance.
that I got
Chance.
from working.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What else do you collect?
I
Chucks?
just have everything I actually own is I keep.
There's like
for all
50
my
other
life.
things I can't think of them all off the top of my head.
Oh,
But she
gosh.
collects a lot. She collects everything.
You know, I still have my wisdom teeth from when they were pulled when I was 19.
That's
Mhm.
creepy.
Really? I think that's completely normal. They came out intact, so I was like, what you gonna do with
Well,
those?
what are you gonna do? Make a necklace? I mean, you keep your kids like stuff because it's
I-
their
I
first
sh-
teeth. You don't. Who
I
keeps
showed
their own
Evan.
teeth?
I showed Evan. Evan was like, what? Those are big. And Anthony was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, seriously. Just give me one of them. I'm gonna make a necklace out of it, like a shark tooth necklace.
I could.
Except it's gonna be a Kayla tooth
What
necklace.
if I said it was like Chewbacca's tooth? It could sell for like $2,000.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I don't think that's how those things work. I think you just say it's Chewbacca's tooth.
Also,
Especially
Chewbacca
something
was a
like that.
puppet.
Chance.
Chance.
This was your tooth. It has your DNA on it.
You seriously, that's your dental records for your whole life.
Plus, it's like probably so old and dry now that if you were to touch it, it would just crumble.
No, it's so hard. I touch it like every week.
Wait, what?
What?
Why?
Like for good luck.
Come on, Mr. Teeth. Good day. We're gonna have a good
You
day.
try to see if it fits sometimes.
Okay, not like every week, but anytime I go into like
Where do you keep them?
in table, sometimes I just look at them and I'm like, man, those are and they're so smooth. I'm like, yeah, I
So
wish they
you're
were
looking
still in
and
my
touching.
mouth.
You're looking and touching them.
Yeah.
Chance.
Chance.
This is freaking warped.
Because they don't have cows staring at me every day.
I think the cows are a little more normal than keeping your own teeth.
No.
What do you look at them and think? Why do you look at them? Do you
Listen,
miss them?
I look at them-
Do you feel the absence of them in your mouth?
Yes,
when you're
because I
eating?
still have a flap on this side from where they were because it didn't close properly.
Yeah.
So I just like play with it sometimes. Okay.
Fun fact.
Oh, fun fact.
Chance.
When I moved to St. Petersburg, Florida, and my parents were showing me my sister around, so we knew the whole area or whatever, we passed the Tropicana field, and I said, oh, they grow the oranges inside?
Wow.
And my mom was like, that's a baseball stadium. And I was like, well, why is it called Tropicana? I immediately thought of Tropicana
Yeah.
orange juice.
That's
Oh yeah.
once you sponsor.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
Like
like
keep an
that.
orange grove out back just in case.
That was like
Some
that one
vitamin
morning
C
I
on the
came
go.
out and Michaela was staring at the orange juice container. I was like, "Why are you staring at it?" She said, "It says concentrate."
that never happened. Anthony, why? Yeah, that never happened.
I thank you.
Chips.
Chance. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. That never happened, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And no one believes me.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
Like, one St. Patrick's Day, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Me, Anthony, and Evan, we went down to Florida to see my parents. And my mom was like, Michaela, like, let's go out to the bar for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, awesome! Yes! So my mom called up her friend. We all left. We went to this bar. I got trashed. Like, my mom was ordering pitchers of beer, and then I was ordering mixed drinks. Next thing I know, like, we were at this Irish bar, because, like, we're Irish. And I say, I know. Okay, hold on, pause. Yes, I know I say Irish as if I'm from Ireland. I know that. I can't help it. It's just how I say it. It's the Irish
chance.
Chance. So we're at this bar.
I thought my ears were playing tricks on me. I was like, I'm broke? This is new.
Me and my sister took Irish stepping stones.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Okay, I can't say that anymore.
Say the rest of the story in the same accent. Go.
I can't.
Irish stepping class.
So we took a stepping class, so we knew all of these dances from that culture. So when
Someone
we're
has
at
to be
this,
Lucky Charms.
so here I am, like 23 years old. All of a sudden, I start doing these steps as if I'm like Irish and like I'm like doing all these chants and doing all these steps as if I remembered the whole dances, right? So then all of a sudden the bartender starts doing them with me. And then my mom
Sounds
is
like a movie.
so my mom is like, Michaela, chill out. And I'm like, I just can't stop.
I can't control my feet. I can't control myself.
I can relate to you with the whole like getting drunk and doing the Irish step dancing because so in Agnes high school me and Jill went to, as a senior you get a freshman sister. She was Indian.
Chance.
Chance. So she invited me to her birthday party and it was like all ethnic, like, so we're drinking and I'm getting drunk and all of a sudden the Indian music starts playing
Oh God.
and I'm fucking all out there with her family, like like all in, and I'm thinking I'm badass, like, oh yeah.
I didn't even take any classes and I know this dance.
Look at me go, belly dancing.
Oh my God.
No, but I was killing it out there.
I bet.
And yes, I know how that is.
Right?
Yeah.
You just like you get in the moment.
Get in the moment. I was
And you're
killing.
like, I'm like A+ at this shit.
It's so funny because I wish there was like in life like when you guys do these experiences, I wish there was also like, you know what, like in the movie it's cuts to what
like the
really is
flashback-
going on.
the
Yeah,
flashback.
flashes back to
Yeah.
what's really going on.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see Michaela just like stop it.
Listen, I'll do the
And
dance
Jess
right.
is just
I was like,
except you guys think it looks great, but in reality it's like you guys look like two idiots.
But listen, when I went to the bathroom after that, I'll never forget, I came out and this one guy was like, hey, you were the girl that was Irish dancing. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was. He was probably like, man, I got that shit on you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
But yeah, you just...
look like you were stomping out a fire.
me too.
Yeah, probably.
Me too.
Seriously.
Tales over ales. What's brewing?
I went to get blood today.
Take a blood test, actually, not get blood. She didn't like buy it at the store, like Dracula. I need blood.
And so I'm sitting there, waiting to be called. And this lady walks in. She's about 80 years old. And she walks in and she's like, the lady behind the desk is like, oh, how can I help you? And she's like,
Chance.
I think I've had a stroke. Now, you know me.
Yeah, Jez like stop breathing.
Hold on.
Her ear got 5
I was
times
gonna
bigger.
say- I was gonna say
Wah, wah, wah. What?
Her ear falls off and runs over to the girl.
She stopped playing Cookie Jam. She looks up.
Yeah. So
What's
the
a
lady
stroke?
was like, well, did you go to the hospital? To the emergency room? And she's like, well, I don't know if I really had one, but I think I had one, so I'm here. And
Yep.
the lady was like, okay, well, we'll check you in. I'm like,
This is a lab.
this is
What blood test do you take? Oh, I had a stroke. I'm pretty sure. I should go get my blood work done.
Oh, man.
Did she talk funny?
Chance.
You can't, don't say things like that.
I'm just trying to gather her symptoms.
What's wrong with people that talk funny?
Well, half the time I think Michaela is having a stroke anyway. A new accent comes out. I'm like, can you smell rubber? Do you smell rubber right now?
Is that a symptom?
No,
Yeah.
that's a brain tumor.
Oh,
Smell
right,
rubber.
right. Mm-hmm. Smell burning rubber.
Yeah, burning rubber.
So did she have a stroke or like what?
I don't know because I got called.
Oh, she's like, oh, really?
They're like, just because she's like, hold on a second.
Hold on.
I'll be right
Something's
there.
happening
Just hold my
here.
spot.
Might be a stroke.
Actually, do you want to go in front of me? I'll wait.
I
Seriously.
was like, damn it!
Hold on, that must have been so disappointing for you.
It was.
Now we'll never know.
Was
That
it-
I must kill you. Chance. What is this? Like
Chance.
supercharged? That's not. That was not a minute.
Is that how you're gonna like lay like in bed thinking about it?
No, but you know I called Jill right away. Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah. So she said she thought she had a
She
stroke.
thought she had a stroke.
You gonna call the lab back tomorrow? Like, do you have my results? By the way, what happened with that lady yesterday?
Yes, yeah. What happened? She okay?
Oh my gosh. Listen, I saw this video today and it reminded me of you so much. It was this guy and it was like when you're super nosy and you want to know everything that's going on. And he like took his shoes outside and he was like washing them outside. And just like looking at he was like looking at what was happening the whole time and was just like doing and like getting his shoes dirty again just so he could wash them again.
That is you.
Yeah.
Chance.
Chance.
And I was like, that would be Jess. 100%.
There's no one nosier than you. It's the greatest thing ever.
But then you get mad. Like, you get mad at me because, like, I'm supposed to know what's going
She-
on with you.
She
I was
only
like, I'm supposed to listen to what you're saying out of your mouth.
No.
But other things in the
No.
world are going on. Are you kidding me?
Like,
How fucking selfish can you be, Jill? But meanwhile, we were having a conversation first, and then she gets this look comes across her face, and she's just looking at me. But I know she's not actually seeing me. She's hearing everything else around us. I'm like, what did? And then I'll just start saying things about aliens and like shit like that. But what did I just say? No idea. Did you hear that guy over there had a toenail in his burger? Some random shit. You know
I could
it's just-
sit in a mall, just sit there all day and just observe people.
I'll never forget one time we left hanging out with you, and Anthony was like, she was talking about a mole the whole time.
What was the mole?
and I was like, Anthony, she was saying mall. He was like, that makes so much more sense.
We got crazy. Change.
Shit.
What? Since we're missing sports, right? We
Yeah.
talked about that last time. We really miss sports. Blah blah blah. None of them are ever coming back. I was thinking, what sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Volleyball.
It's not a real sport.
What?
It's not a professional
Volleyball
sport.
players
It's not a
around the
professional
world.
sport.
I
It's
used
an
to
Olympic
play
sport?
volleyball. It's literally an official sport.
Okay, it's not one of the 4 major sports.
Okay.
There's 4 major professional sports.
Wow.
I see his
It's a
logic.
different
I'll say it.
category.
I would say, okay, then I would say football.
Chance.
Chance. I would say the NBA.
Because sometimes, the more people drink or whatever, the rowdier they're going to be. Could you imagine that? Getting body slammed, you could go yards.
Yeah. I don't know. I think anything like, you heard that in my throat?
Yeah.
Was that your throat?
Yeah, that's weird,
You're
right?
trying to hold in a fart.
No, that was definitely in the upper quadrant of the body. I was thinking it'd probably be funny to do either, like you said, basketball.
Yeah.
Because the dribbling requires a lot of hand-eye coordination.
Or just
I
some
can imagine
guys
that.
like running around playing defense, but like trashed. Like, whoa, I'm going out ball.
Yeah.
You don't go and get past
There's
me.
a lot of sweating though. I feel like there'd be a lot of throwing up.
Oh yeah.
Or like hockey on skates.
Yeah.
What about golf? Like, you have to
Uh,
really focus to see that.
No
one
way.
ball.
That's a
It
good
would
one.
just be someone like trying to like hit the golf ball probably about
Yeah.
15 times.
But if you play golf, like not in like the PGA, but chance. If you play golf regular, isn't the whole point just to get drunk?
Is that why they have those like little carts that drive
Yeah,
around?
they
to
drive
serve
around
you?
and deliver
God
beer
bless
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bless you. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Like people, like not professionals, obviously, but like regular people that go out and play golf. Like all you do is get drunk.
Yeah, or kickball.
Yeah,
Kickball before
Could you
kickball.
imagine dodgeball? Ugh.
Ooh, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Joe, I would love to play dodgeball with you.
I know, me too. I really would love to play dodgeball. So my dodgeball rocks.
You don't need rocks. Those like
Chance.
chance. Those like red dodgeballs you get in like gym class. Those things hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
really
never got
bad.
hit with one.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Never. Not one time.
Must have been by chance.
You love this new word every time.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, no, I was always really good at sports, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Someone
we're
had
supposed to be honest on
What
it.
about like a Red Rover?
Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
did I ever get locked in? No. I broke through that shit like it was my job. Actually, I started running. They were just like, go. Just go through. We're good. Yeah. That's why they called me the Bull. That was my sports nickname. Isn't that ladylike?
No.
Doesn't that make me sound like a lesbian? I should have known earlier. Chance.
Chance.
What's invisible, but you wish people could see?
Parts.
What? Hurt farts? Imagine.
But then they know
Then
it was
you would
always
just
you.
would not be able to go out to eat at all.
It's just be like a purple cloud of smoke coming out your butt.
Yeah. Like when they used to tell you that if you peed in the pool, it would turn blue.
Oh my! I believe
Like that movie,
That was in
Grown
Grown Ups.
He's like, that's a myth, and then it like turns blue around him.
I
Yeah.
still get afraid of that.
That's because you
It's just
constantly
a pool.
pee in pools. It doesn't matter. Any body of water she gets in, she lets it go. We're at the beach, she's like, I gotta pee. She walks right into the ocean.
I have to test the pool a little bit. I'm like,
Yeah, just
a
a
little
little
bit.
little
No, it won't turn blue. I'm good.
Oh my gosh! I recently
It's the
went to
worst.
the beach with my friends, and I took Evan, and Chance. He came out of the ocean, and my friend's dad always watches like the kids, like that's his favorite thing to do, whatever. So if I want to lay out on his son, who was watching Evan and all the other kids, so he brings Evan back, and he's like, he has to use the bathroom. I look at Evan. I said, Evan, just go in the ocean.
It's the world's biggest ocean right next to you. The world's biggest bathroom right next to you.
That's terrible. You guys are terrible because that traumatized me as a kid. I used to go to this, because I used to go to this campground every summer, and you guys are like promoting peeing in the pool of the water, and I
That's
went
an
to
ocean.
hold on. I went to this friggin' campground every summer, and the reason why I'm so weird about things touching my feet when I'm wet. I have a weird thing about that. Like in the shower, if something touches my feet in the shower, even though like I just dropped the soap and I know it's soap, it fucking freaks me out. And that reason is because Chance. That reason is because one time I was in this pool at a campground, and I stepped on something, and I went to pick it up, and when I pulled it out of the water, it was a nugget of shit. No lie. I thought it was a chicken nugget at first. I was like, as it's getting closer, I'm like, did someone drop a chicken nugget in here? What the fuck? It's shit! And then I was scared. That was it. I was skeeved. I don't go to water parks. I can't with the germs.
My child does know not to poop in the ocean.
No. That's completely different. Like, going to the bathroom in a pool is not the same as going to the bathroom in the ocean.
Yeah.
Who shits in the pool?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. You don't shit in the ocean. I'm talking about shitting like.
I don't know. Survivor, they shit in the ocean.
I mean,
Well, they
if you
have to.
have to.
Okay.
I would never do that.
But I'm not saying.
Oh, you would love it. That first day on Survivor Island, you'd be like, I'm going to take a shit in the ocean.
But I'm not.
Run out. She eats a block of cheese and run out there just to do it.
Chance.
Doesn't chlorine kill the urine though in the pool?
Is that because chlorine
think
kills like
that- I think-
99.9% of bacteria?
I think the only reason the chlorine is in the pool is to kill germs. I'm pretty positive it's the only reason it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
But it takes away the piss. So if I'm standing next to
Oh
Jess
no,
and she pees in the pool.
it's going to kill bacteria and algae. It's not. No, you're still going to be.
But you
piss.
still get some water
Yes.
in your mouth. There's going to pee in there.
Yes.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Yeah, it makes
I
you think
know
twice,
is
right?
if you see me walking away from you in a pool, and then I do a little circle, and then I come back around. All you guys are swimming in pee. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Like-
Well, you always know there's that one weirdo in the pool that kind of is having a conversation and kind of floats away from the people and then comes back into the conversation. It's like, yeah, it's warmer there.
Yeah, I'd be like, guys, watch this. And then like I'd pretend like I'm doing something really
Yeah.
funny, but I'm like peeing.
Chance, I'm going to go check out the corner of that pool right there. Corner looks weird. Nope, all good. Corner's good.
Yeah.
Like, this water is freezing, but it's always warm near you.
Yeah.
What if you're sitting at a swim up bar? Come on.
Oh yeah.
You're sitting
With
there
those
all
drunks.
day.
With those drunks.
You're sitting there all day.
Great, now I'm never gonna want to do that.
Right. I mean, these two see
Peeing on
people
those
pee
sheets?
in a regular bar. Man, she's sitting in a pool of water.
Oh, yeah.
You just let it go.
How do you know?
won't even notice.
Is it really pee? Or is it just wet?
If you made it this far, congrats. You've completed a power hour with us.
We hope you enjoyed hanging out. I know we did.
And as always, thank you guys for listening.
Tune in next week for more trash talk and bring your friends.
Tales over ales. What's brewing?